In this video, we're going to learn how to do the mean and standard deviation for a probability distribution, specifically a discrete probability distribution. Maybe you have a discrete probability distribution about televisions in the American household. In your probability distribution, you're going to have your random variable x, and then you're going to have the corresponding probability p of x. And now you can type these in at the top of your columns. Now let's say the TVs the American household can have are 0, 1, 2, and 3. Let's give some corresponding probabilities for those. Let's say we have 0.01. Let's say we have 0.2. Let's make this 0.5. And let's make this 0.29. So let's see. One thing to make sure is that these probabilities have to add up to 1. And I think that they do. We get 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10 with this. Great. So now these probabilities add up to 1, so we can actually do the math with it. To find the mean and the standard deviation, it's a little bit weird, but you go to Stat, and then you go to Calculators, and you go all the way down to Custom. You're going to select your values as your random variable x, and then the weights are going to be p of x. And we're going to click Compute, and here we go. You have your mean and your standard deviation. What you can do now is you can find your range of usual values, which is the mean plus or minus 2 times this standard deviation. And so if I did that on my calculator and I did 2 minus 2 times 0.7, that's going to give me 0.6 on the low end. And then I'm going to do 2 plus 2 times 0.7. That's going to give me 3.4. What this means is that 0 TVs down here, not only is it unlikely to occur by chance because that value is less than 0.05, it is also outside of our range of usual values. So it's unusual to have no TVs as well. Now, unlikely and unusual sometimes are the same number, but sometimes they're not. They actually don't have anything to do with each other. The way that you compute them is totally different. Remember, as a review, anything under 0.05 or 5% is going to be unlikely to occur by chance. Anything greater than 0.995, that means it is likely to occur by chance. The range of usual values is going to be the mean plus or minus 2 times the standard deviation. Now, when it comes to rounding these numbers, remember our rounding rule. We're going to go one more decimal than our original data. So for here, I use probably 2.1 is actually should be my mean, and then my standard deviation would be 0.7. Thank you very much.